Is it time for recess yet? I'm so glad you found time to join us here on the Child Care Director's Chair, where Erica Sacoccio shares her best practices that she's refined through her passion of directing childcare centers over the last 23 years. From parenting interaction, systems to save you time, money, and stress, to profitability. She shares it all from the Child Care Director's Chair.
Hello, welcome to 2024, my child care leaders. I am so happy that you are here today. If this is your first time tuning in, I'd like to say thank you. My voice is very raspy. For those of you who tune in on a regular basis know I have been sick for quite some time, but we are ready for a new year. And if you are a new child care director or a child care director who's been struggling for a while or find yourself in a funk and you're really trying to figure out how do you get back to a harmonious and respectful relationship with your teachers, today's episode is for you. I wanted to touch on 10 valuable tips that I think can really help you understand your role and foster the culture of respect within your team. So number one is, let's start with, you need to embrace your role. You are the leader. As a child care director, you hold such an important position in shaping the future for both your children and the teachers. So this is a responsibility you have to take very seriously and embrace it. You have to lead by example. Your actions and your attitude will set the tone for your entire team. Now, what does that mean exactly? If you would like your team to go above and beyond for your customers, you have to as well. If you would like your team to not only meet the standard, but excel the standard when it comes to professional development hours, you also have to as well. What about professional attire? Do you come in dressed, ready to work, looking your best? If you don't, you really need to. Because again, you set the tone of professionalism and standard within your program. Think about the way that you're talking. Think about your body language. Are you using your position as a leader as one of power, or influence, or inspiration? Do people run and scatter when you walk in a room? Or do they stay where they are and feel comfortable with your presence? Feel comfortable that they're doing the right thing and they feel supported. So you have to really think about your role and how does your team see you. Now, you can't make everyone like you or respect you, but you can certainly do your very best to be the very best leader that you can be. Be strong, be empathetic, be fair, be honest, be somebody that, can be counted on. The second thing I would say is you have to be able to communicate effectively. You have to have open and honest communication as a cornerstone for every successful relationship, whether it's at work or outside of work. You have to regularly share updates, your expectations, and your goals with your teachers. Encourage them to voice their concerns, ideas, and suggestions as well, because when you foster a culture of open communication, you will build trust and you will build respect. If when your teacher gives you some ideas and your response is always, no, that won't work, why it can't work, they're not going to really feel comfortable with sharing. Now, does that mean every idea they give you have to take? Of course not. But some type of acknowledgement that you value what they have to say and their contribution really does go a long way. And with that, kind of rolls right into number 3, which is understanding individual strengths. As each teacher brings unique talents and skills to the table, take the time to understand and appreciate their strengths. Align tasks that align with their abilities and assign them to the right people, allowing them to excel in the areas of expertise. And recognizing their strengths will boost their confidence and enhance their respect for you as a director. So an example would be if you know somebody is maybe not particularly good at doing their bulletin boards, maybe making statements like, well, why can't your boards look nice like Ms. Jasmine's, right? That is certainly not going to boost anybody's confidence. So don't compare, just like we don't compare our students, because our students all have different strengths. Do the same with your team. Don't compare them with their coworkers. Figure out a way to put people together where they can build and use the strengths that they're really great at. And the more that you do that, the more confident people will become, and the more they'll move outside of their comfort zone and try some other things. You also want to make sure that you're providing professional development opportunities, because we all know that continuous learning and growth among your teachers is so important to the success of your program. So think about, how are you offering workshops? and training sessions? Are you doing everything online? Not that online is bad, but we know, again, as you've heard me talk on many episodes, it's not quite the same as learning from someone else. And this could even be peer-to-peer type of workshops. But investing in their professional growth really demonstrates your commitment to their success. And never be afraid of growing people out of your program. I've grown many wonderful teachers right outside the doors. And that's okay, because I do believe in growing my people. And sometimes it means they move to another location, they pick up a different position, or they go on to work at a school department or open their own program or move to an education coordinator position or director somewhere else. But that's okay. I feel good about that, and you should as well, because honestly, at the end of the day, the more wonderful teachers we have in our communities, giving to our children is really essentially the ultimate goal. You have to show appreciation, recognize and acknowledge the hard work and dedication of your teachers. A simple thank you or a note of appreciation can go a long way in establishing respect and boosting morale. And celebrate their achievements and milestones, both big and small, and they don't always have to be connected to the center. Maybe somebody got a new car. Maybe they got their first house. Maybe they got their first apartment. Maybe they got engaged. Whatever it is, celebrate their milestones with them. I think that really shows that human connection. It really makes you a great leader and shows them that you care about them more than just an employee in a classroom. You want to foster and collaborate in your environment. So encourage teamwork and collaboration among your teachers. Create opportunities for them to share ideas, brainstorm, and problem solve together. Because when teachers feel valued and included in the decision making, they are more likely to respect your leadership. Now, you want to be a supportive mentor, so offer guidance and support your teachers as they navigate their roles. And provide constructive feedback. And please make sure you're not only talking to them when you have something to complain about. You want to offer solutions to challenges and be a source of inspiration. By being a mentor, you demonstrate your commitment to their growth and success, and to be quite honest, yours too. Because the more you mentor, the more you learn, because a mentor relationship with a mentee is a reciprocal one. Now, we talk about leading by example, but set high standards for yourself and expect the same from your teachers. Show professionalism, dedication, and a strong work ethic. When your teachers see you leading by example, they will be inspired to follow suit. Now, when I say strong work ethic, I don't mean running yourself into the ground. What I mean is understanding when you have to dig in, when you have to let go, and having a balance between work and home life. So, because that is also a part of leading by example. A badge of honor should not be where you work yourself to the brink of exhaustion. And people who know me would probably laugh hearing me say that. But I would say 2023 really has been a game changer for me on personal reflection. And it's good. And it's in a good way. So lead by example. It's okay to take care of yourself and still be the hottest worker in the room. You want to make sure that you recognize that importance of that healthy work-life balance for you and your teachers, and you want to make sure that you encourage them to prioritize their self-care and their personal time. And number 10, let's be open with feedback. Receiving feedback from your teachers, actively listen to their suggestions and concerns, and take appropriate action. By valuing their input, you create an atmosphere of mutual respect and collaboration. And don't be afraid to let them give you a review. Reviews are not really the most fun, but I feel like it's a good place to really see where you might have some blind spots that you're not aware of in terms of your leadership style. And again, take it just like when we give teachers, their feedback or their inner reviews, we tell them, don't take it personal and you're just doing it to help them grow. How willing are you to let them give you a review? How willing are you to have them give you some feedback on how your follow through is? And I would say the more you do that and then make the changes where you need to as a leader, I think the more they'll respect you. And again, you'll certainly be much more relatable, and it shows that you walk the walk and talk the talk. So I hope that today's episode gives you some things to think about. It surely does me. And I'm excited for 2024. I hope you are too. And on that note, I'll say have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Director's Chair.
Well, all the cute little kiddos have been picked up and it's time to go home. And that'll do it for another episode of the Child Care Director's Chair. Please leave a review so Erica knows the information is helping you to manage and improve your childcare centers. Remember to subscribe to get the latest episode from Erica's Child Care Director's Chair.